Thanks to all of our sponsors, and this week we're highlighting Dairy Berry's Recording Studio. Find him at dairyberriesrecordingstudio.com or call Mark at 303-456-8216. Open up, Colorado. It's 420. Time to grind and burn.
This is not your son's stoner show.
Welcome back, family, friends, fellow cannapreneurs. Welcome to the Cannabis Community Project, here for another weekly podcast from the CCP studios high up in Denver, Colorado. Here exploring the business side of this newly emerging Colorado economy, focusing on the business, the patient, the retailer, to the geek in the garage, creating that next innovation. This is the first media platform to help fellow cannapreneurs just like you build sustainable businesses while living the lifestyle. Thank you for joining us once again for another great week. We have a short one this week as we're coming up on Thanksgiving. I think we decided we're going to take Thanksgiving week off. I'm going to head out of town, go visit some friends and family. Las Vegas, baby, here I come. Mr. Wona, paging Mr. Wona. We're going to go out of town, and I'm sure you will too for the holidays. So let's just skip next week. Let's relax, and then we'll come back after that. This week we have a short show, but it's entertaining. I took the liberty of making this week's show a little different, as I assume people will be getting ready to go out of town. I didn't want to cut the show off completely, so I'm going to have fun with it this week. And then next week we'll come back and get to some cannabis business serious interviews. You know how this works. Before we get too deep into the show, we got to make sure we don't forget what we did last week. With last week's short-term memory flashback relapse. Do you remember last week's show? It was a good one. Crystal from Premier Dispensary Insurance joined us, talking about all the pillars of industry once again. Just like everything else, finance, legal, insurance, it's infrastructure of business. And if you're serious about business and being in this business, you're going to want to hear more shows just like that. If you didn't hear it, go back and take a listen. But let me give you a little taste of what we talked about right now, just a couple minutes, and then we'll dive right into this week's show. And give me your website real quick so I can pull it up as I'm talking to you here.
It's www.premierdispensaryinsurance.com.
Let's learn about you a little bit.
My name is Crystal Medina. I do insurance. I specialize in the cannabis industry, commercial, general liability, pretty much do it all. But we basically pride ourselves in being the specialist in the industry as of right now. As long as you have those security measures in place, we can insure you.
So you're just operating as an insurance company that says if it's legal to insure just as any other product, we'll find a way to insure it. And the state of Colorado is saying if you follow these guidelines, this is considered legal product, thus we can insure it.
Exactly. The industry accepts us very well. You know, number one, they have to have insurance. Does it have to be product and does it have to be prop? No. They have to have a general liability in place. If they're making product, they have to have product insurance. And all of that has to go with product liability. A lot of people think that they don't need product liability, but the truth is people are so happy and don't think that marijuana industry is going to be free and clear of it, because they're not. As a matter of fact, we're probably going to be targeted more in the next 10 years.
Is that product liability meaning your plants die and you get reimbursed, or somebody claims they got sick off of your product and that person is covered? Or what do you mean exactly?
The main thing is, somebody getting sick off of your product. Another thing we talked about today was, people get spider mites in their crop, and then they put pesticides on it, and then they go ahead and push it out. Well, that's a big no-no. People can and most likely will get sick off of that weed. They're going to get sick. The seed-to-sale tracking that we have here in the state of Colorado helps keep track of that.
So if you have a store, a crop, a handful of employees, maybe some other types of products, paraphernalia, whatnot, you might have a total package of a few $100s a month premiums that you have to cover.
I'm out of Colorado Springs. My page is Colorado Leaf of Legends. So, like you said, we just got to keep, with the social media, sending out the invitations.
Little by little, everybody's moving forward, just hanging on.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Well, you take care and have a good evening.
Thanks, you too. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
There you have it. That was Crystal from Premier Dispensary Insurance. Check her out at the website, Facebook, and everywhere else. Just like Scott, just like the CCX, and just like many more that I have lined up, we're going to learn what it takes to actually build businesses and have infrastructure of businesses. So this might be you. Maybe you're out there tinkering around with an idea, or you have a business already right now, or you just have some more thoughts about the industry in general that you need to get out and talk with somebody. That's me. Contact me. I want to hear from you. You can get a hold of me via the website, CannabisCommunityProject.com. I'm on all the social media, same name, CannabisCommunityProject.com. Twitter, CCP Radio. Look for me. This is Brainstorm out there finding the innovators of the industry to come on my show and talk about it. That's right. Together we can help each other get up and growing. We can help each other grow a business, grow a garden, or maybe just change our lives a little bit. You remember, this show was founded on the basis of helping people who formerly had barriers, whether it be criminal barriers because of previous cannabis use or whatever else it is, actually change your life through the better without taking the abstinence route and without taking the religious route. If you're like me, neither one of those routes seems to be the best path in life. So let me show you how to actually just make life better and society better, but sticking to your own art, your own morals, and your own interests. That's what we do here when we come together, when we help each other out on the Cannabis Community Project. And this is the media platform, the radio show, to help you communicate, to get the message out to others and have others get the message out to you. We stream the show from the CCP studios, which is secret location. I don't want to be raided, and I don't want hoodlums coming down and just hanging out unannounced. Let me tell you this. We are spreading out in locations everywhere. The studios take place most of the time out in businesses, out on the streets. If you have a location you would like to meet up and show me and advertise, let me know about it. Last week I met up with John Patterson from Anonymous Bags. You remember the Anonymous Bags? We did that interview. I met up with him down at a very cool place called the Break Room. This was the Colorado Break Room downtown off of 2209 Larimer Street. We hung out there, a little membership that you pay, and it lets you into a fairly good-sized facility to hang out in private with your friends and consume what you bring on your own. Smoking items, no alcohol or anything like that. It's not a party room. It's not a bar. It's just a private little club. Just like Gary's Rec Room, if you remember that place, and also previously Four Strains. I'm finding all these places because the CCP studios are out in the community, out there where you are. If you have a place like that that you'd like me to see and you want to hang out in, maybe have a smoke, jump on the microphones and tell your story, we can do that. We can meet up there, right? If you're virtually just listening to me, the CCP studios can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, Tumblr, YouTube, and more media platforms to come. Even right from the website, you can just stream it. Just go right to the website and click on the media player. Get what you need from there. I enjoy so much every week meeting these businesses and individuals. And when they come on and say they want to be sponsors, I get even more excited because it means not only do they believe in what I'm doing in my show, but I get the chance to actually show off their cool products. We've had some big weeks this last couple of weeks. We had Cushley come on as sponsors. Remember Cushley, the odor eliminating sprays and creams and candles? Now we have the anonymous bags, the zipper locking compliant bags. So every time you go in a dispensary, you're going to need some type of locking bag. If you don't have one, they're going to charge you. So what John and the anonymous bags, they've basically have come up with a hybrid bank bag where it doesn't look like a big bank bag, but it doesn't have the insecurity of just a regular handbag. It's a good hybrid mold. Check them out on the website, Anonymous Bags. And of course, our sponsors, CCX, with the Skunk Box and the Green Consulting Group. We also have Dairy Berries Recording Studio. And I hope more, because this show is not about interrupting content with commercials. This show is about bringing forth the industry that exists. These products, these sponsors, these are not interrupters. These are the community. These are the people out there in the community that we want to talk to, that we need to hear from. The ones with products, the ones that are doing business, hiring people, producing things, manufacturing things. When I bring them on as sponsors, I bring them on as members of the community and as co-producers of the show. They bring more than money and more than just a display of products. They bring content and insight. This is how we're going to build the community. We're going to build it one person at a time listening. We're going to build it one business at a time talking about themselves. We're going to build it one product at a time being sponsored and sent out to the community. This is the only hope I can have. I'm not doing this for money. I'm trying to support the show because there's some expenses that come to it. And I would like to have money to go to some cool events, to be able to pay for a Cannabis Cup and fly out to Oregon and Washington and all these other places where cool events are happening and things are happening. I'd like to go there with a small crew and get shows on location. Well, this is how it comes, little by little. This is how I build my business. And every week as we talk to people out there, we learn how they build their business. And I hope this motivates and encourages you to build your business. Get up off the couch. Get up off the couch. Right? Prove them wrong. Let them know that the stoner is no longer the couch burnout. That the stoner is now the one staying up till 3 a.m. working out their business plan, tinkering their ideas to detail, manufacturing their thoughts into the world, and becoming part of one of the greatest industries to ever exist, the cannabis industry. Welcome, my friends. Welcome. Here's what we're going to do this week. For all those who want to show their support, I have a free product of a good quality strain. I'm going to give it away for free to one person out there this week, and possibly every week give out a free one. But I'm going to give it away to the first person to contact me with the best story about your reason to rebel and your reason to be part of the Cannabis Community Project. This free giveaway is sponsored by HMO Plus for all your growing needs. Call 719-569-6529 or visit them at www.hmopluss.com. Remember, I'm creating a store where right from the website, every business that you've heard about, every product that we've talked about, right from the website, as you're listening to my show, you're going to be able to view a page called Store where you will see every product and service that we've brought through the community.
The Green Consulting Group provides high-quality, cutting-edge consulting services for the cannabis industry. From license application documents to business planning, our team can help with your cannabis business needs. Call us at 303-495-2500 or find us on the web at greenbiz.com. GREENE biz.com.
I always tell people I didn't really have a choice in what type of show I was going to do, because when it came down to it, the only thing I can really talk about for any extended period of time is business and marketing type stuff. That's all I really know. The only other topic that I prefer to talk just as much about it is cannabis. So when it came down to it, I didn't really have a choice, because I wouldn't know what to do if we weren't talking about business or something. I wouldn't know what to talk about. I don't have like a lot of stories and war stories and, a lot of moments about this one time when I was high. So I wouldn't really know what to talk about. So when the show came about, for me, it was just a no-brainer. Well, I can only really talk about what I know what to talk about and what I like to talk about. And I don't think I want to talk about other types of things. I tell people, if you have a business, let's get you on the show. Other than maybe a minute to 2 minutes of, this one time this thing happened, I don't know how to fill a full show up.
I love cannabis.
Right.
Well, there you go.
Yay!
Smells so green. Boing, 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 boing. Smells so green. Now, how about you?
Hey, you want to laugh? This prick last week asked me to christen his kid.
No, we're not going to do that.
Let's get out of here. It's starting to give me the creeps in here. Why don't you get the hell out of here? Why is that? Will you just get the hell out of here? Hey, he said again. Charlene? What? You're good. Well, you're not.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are Irish Side, coming out of Oceanside, California, bringing you good times with that good music. Grab your pistols. Pistol by my side and I'm back on my own. No place to go, no place to call home. Pistol by my side and I'm all alone. Pistol by my side and I'm back on my own. No place to go, no place to call home. Pistol by my side and I'm all alone. Hey sister, when I lost my woman, I picked up a weapon. When I lost my woman, I picked up a weapon. Well, excuse me, friend, but can you smoke me out? It's been a long time and I went the wrong route. I've been chilling at this party way too long. It's time to go home and just hit the bong and contemplate the fact that my woman is gone. She was alright while I was all wrong. It's such a sad song, but I love my gun pointed at the sky and blast on no one. Pistol by my side and I'm back on my own. No place to go, no place to call home. Pistol by my side and I'm all alone. She sits by my side.
We're here at the Gypsy Jane 2014 festival.
Appearances by Snoop Dogg. We got a booth that we're sharing with Dhamma Lifestyle. You may remember them from our interview that we did over the last couple weeks. A little clip, heard about them, the lifestyle of Dhamma. Sharing a booth right in the heart of the event in the center. Once again, bringing you 420 Cannabis Lifestyle up front. And we will take a business aspect. We have vendors left and right of us. We have people walking around sharing product on both sides, product flowers, product smokable paraphernalia. It's going to be a long night because the concert hasn't even begun. The night is still young. Saturday, people are just waking up, coming in, the sun's going down. The event technically, I guess, has been open since last night. There was a concert. But we're down here, and I brought my partner in crime, Joe Grow Flounder.
Hey, folks.
You gotta be a little quicker than that. You're gonna be on my show.
Sorry, I thought I saw boobs again.
You gotta let the synapses work a little faster.
How you doing?
Doing good. I'm excited. A little nervous, to be honest. Between you and I. As you can hear, the music in the background is loud, but we're not going to let that drown out our voices. We're going to be here commenting all night long until we can grab as many people as possible. Hey, remember when we did the Cannabis Cup 2014? We're back at the Denver Merchandise Mart, pretty much doing the same thing. And if you remember that show, I pretty much walked around, interviewed people. There was music in the background. The show turned out great. I'm going to do the same thing this time. We're going to make sure that we get all the music in the background. We get all the celebrities, the famous, the ones that we're here to see are going to be the ones to be.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun at Cannabis Cup. It's good stuff. There's a lot of people here. Starting to pick up a little bit. We're going to have a concert. Who's all in the concert?
Well, all right, so I guess we should disclose this is a hip hop concert, and I have no idea what's going on. There's people. The only name I recognize is Snoop Dogg. So
hopefully we can get him up.
I hope
in
that
here.
doesn't offend anybody.
What do we got to do to get him up in here?
I'm not out of my element. I see you brought out your most coolest, hippest hat to wear today to try to fit in with the young crowd.
Well, you know, you gotta try to fit in and have a lot of fun.
Fitting you where you get. Hey, Too Short, I think, speaking of, is going to be here.
Nice.
And many other well-known featuring acts. We're going to be here all night long because we're going to have people bringing us guests, almost like a sultan in a palace. We're going to be brought our guests. We'll sit them down. We'll learn about them. We had some technical difficulties. The Grow Flounder becoming a producer, not just a grower and floundering individual.
Yeah, floundering, yeah.
Learning how to put together the equipment. Actually ran out in the middle of the event to buy. What did you buy?
Just a splitter, man.
You bought a splitter, so we had some technical difficulties. There was no power to the booth we had. We're in a 20 by 20
was talking
booth.
to those big guys over there.
Well, you don't want to mess with big guys.
Yeah, I had to get some power, so I had to.
So being
talk to our neighbors.
So I'm gonna promote you from co-host to associate producer of the show.
Nice. All right.
It comes with no pay increase. Yeah, there's no real benefits that come with that. But
we need a noise button, like.
The benefit is that you can tell people that you're now the associate producer of the Cannabis Community Project.
Yeah, I'm proud to be part of it. It's been a lot of fun coming and hanging out and doing interviews and growing and going to all these events.
Keep going.
Boobs.
I need you to fill that airtime when I stop talking. When the talent stops talking, that's when you jump in as the co-host. That's your responsibilities.
Well, there's a lot to see over here, so I'm trying to take it all in.
Well, you need to be able to compartmentalize your brain and do two things at once.
I got the splitter.
Okay, but just because you did a good deed doesn't give you full rights to slack on your main responsibilities, which is being co-host. So the show needs to be awesome. As we talked about, man, it only takes one person, right?
That's it.
It only takes one person to hear your show, see your product, hear your pitch, right? So you can look at beautiful girls, just like this nice blonde, tall girl right here, right? You can do that all at the same time, but that doesn't mean you forego your main mission.
Yeah, well, Dama Lifestyle here, they got us here. They got a bunch of people together.
Dama.
Okay, got
Chinese for weed.
That's a cool symbol they got up there too.
Yeah, well, it's not just a symbol; it's a character, a Chinese character. It's the way they write, man.
So what do they got everybody together here? It looks like they got 4 or 5 different outfits here.
They have a number. Oh, look, Walter White. Walter White walking by the booth.
Hey, Walter.
This should almost be a video-based show. But speaking of, let's take some photos for people to see online on the Facebook. Remember to go to us to all the social media sites where you're at: Facebook, Twitter, Google+, even YouTube. So I stopped speaking. That's when you kick in. That's your out.
I was focused on something. Now I have to refocus.
At once.
Now I have to refocus.
If you're going to work in my organization, you got to be able to multitask and do it efficiently. I expect the best from people.
I'm trying to take pictures.
Being an associate producer is not going to be an easy task.
Okay, well, I need a better camera for one thing.
This is a smoking event. Another one that Denver is putting on, blatantly defying the federal law of shunning marijuana and making people feel very bad. What's that? Oh, shit, man. That's the recorder. Don't unplug that. Grow Flounder floundering around.
No, it was just a battery
making
power.
Things just a little chaotic and disorganized.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Sorry, I guess you can't do that.
So how would you describe the event layout? There's pretty much any trade show, festival event you've been to. There's tents and rows, every product. What I like about this better than the 420 event is that there's actually a diversity of products. It's not just clothing and paraphernalia. There's everything from food to hemp to music to artists. Everything coming down that you could think of that would be at any other trade show or event going on. That's what I like about this one. The 420 got a little bit of negative feedback from somebody. I think it was probably me mostly. But I like the fact that as I walked around here, I saw a little bit of everything being represented today, which was nice.
Yeah.
All right, great, man. Great improv as always, filling in the blanks there. You must have taken some schooling for that one. Don't worry though, I'll keep going because I want to let people know that the Cannabis Community Project is open to everybody, whether you're a good speaker or not. You can come on the show and represent yourself in your own community. I only ask that it's somewhat cannabis related and maybe geared towards business, but it doesn't have to be, because obviously the Grow Flounder can come on here and flounder around and still get multiple appearances. So don't worry about it. Whatever you got to talk about, whether it's a business, an organization, a cause, or anything else, find us. I'll invite you down. We'll get on the mics. This is your show, CannabisCommunityProject.com. That's how it's done, man. That's how it's done. That's called basic ad-libbing. That you got. It's like pulling a thread from a sweater, right? You find that thread and you keep pulling and pulling until the whole sweater unravels. It's a skill. It's not bullshitting. It's a skill of speaking. It's not bullshitting. See, people confuse that with being a good bullshitter, and it's not. It's not about bullshitting. It's about knowing how to follow a conversation to its depth. Right? So when somebody stops talking, you have to immediately know where that thread of the sweater stops and then where to keep pulling on it. So if you see, let's start with Mr. Dhamma Lifestyle himself. If you see him, flag him down. Let's get him over
See
here.
him at the gate coming in.
Let's learn about who's in our own booth today, since this is a multi-shared booth that we're sharing. Why don't we start with the person who looks least busy, this guy over here selling the pipe. Well, as the associate producer, I'm the talent, so I shouldn't really be involved in those type of matters.
All right, I'll go get him.
You know, the producer's the one who's more involved in the day-to-day, the getting going. You got to talk on the mic if you want me to hear you. Can't hear anything you're saying.
Gentleman on my right here said he'd like to have. Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Let's have Troy. Why don't you turn the microphone back?
Well, I'm trying to. Okay.
Turn the microphone.
I'm trying to roll with you.
All right, yeah, you keep rolling. Just keep rolling. Hey, turn the microphone. Turn the microphone. All the way. There. Have a seat, man.
Hold on, I gotta use the restroom.
Oh, okay.
Fail.
Well,
You're gonna have to do something else.
rejection is not a bad part of life. I've always said, if you can handle rejection, you can handle anything because it makes you stronger, it makes you better. Being proud to talk about your rejections and move forward and past that is really what makes it count.
Well, should we go find somebody to come?
No, I think we should wait because I think it would be only proper to start with the guy whose booth it is that invited us. You got to dance with the one who brought you. So he brought us, so we got to start with
over
him.
here, girls on tight ropes.
This guy right here with the black beanie is staring at us like he wants to really be on the show. Should we sit him down?
Sure. Should I introduce myself too? Everybody's cheering.
Unicycle girl.
On the unicycle.
Do you think she works for the festival, or is she her own independent contractor, entrepreneur of the unicycle and
I think she's over there on that
marijuana festival
bouncing thing over there.
I'd rather talk to the pipe guy first, right? Seems a little bit,
Can't you hit pause?
Why?
I don't know.
I got 32 gigs. We could go for 6 hours straight, probably without ever running into an issue.
All right. Well, then, Well, then we'll try
we
to
have
keep
to find
airtime
somebody
the
to
whole
talk
time.
to. We've been denied once. This is not going good for our street cred. This is very unhip of us to be denied in our first.
Well.
Oh. Looking a little.
Let me grab someone. How about some of the folks that are with us? We'll go over here and grab this guy here. He wanted to do an interview.
Which one? The one with the beard or the one?
No, the one over here on my right.
I really get the guy with the beard.
Well, I already met him, so.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Well, he just seems like this guy's going to be a lot of work. How about you interview him and practice your interviewing skills?
No.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, here we go.
I'm making an executive decision. You're going to interview him.
He's back. A couple people coming back there.
Light this back up.
I keep giving it to you. It keeps going out.
Because I talk a lot. Can't stop talking. Hey, smoke. Have a smoke. Turn the microphone towards him. Oh, second denial.
It's not really a denial. It just had to something doing.
Well, I don't feel it's a personal attack per se. It's not Al-Qaeda. It's not ISIL. But it's a little rejection. I mean, because we got to get to other people. We got to make a full show out of it. Well, let's move on then. But now we got to casually bring somebody else on, because if we jump straight to somebody else, it'll look like we're just jumping straight to.
Right. How about some rolling papers?
Again? Well, I say reserve the actual smoking to when people are here, and that way we can always smoke when people are here, but not over smoke by smoking in the off times.
I still need to roll this joint.
So I need to fill dead air?
Not at all.
That's my talent. That's my skill.
Well,
so if I need to talk, if I need to filibuster my own show and talk it all the way through, do it alone. This is how I started, as alone.
Better at growing than talking, I guess. Pretty damn good at rolling joints too.
Let me go on with what we're doing here this weekend. We always want to be involved in the lifestyle, and we talk about the Cannabis Community Project being a business show. But at the core of it, it's a show about the lifestyle, because business is part of life. Everything you do in life revolves around making some type of income to pay for your activities and your living and your existence. So the two merge together in a way that we cannot separate. So when we come out to these festivals, we're not celebrating necessarily being a stoner, indulging in cannabis and getting high. We're indulging in the celebration of people getting together to share a single voice, a single cause, something that celebrates everything about cannabis. And that, in essence, is what it comes down to when we talk about the Cannabis Community Project, CCP Radio. How's that sound? That's pretty fucking good, yeah?
That sounds good. That's a lot.
Tell this dude to jump on the mic.
Short.
What do I got to do to get an interview around here? Huh? Hey!
Yeah, I can hear.
Loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
We've been waiting to start it all off with you.
Okay. I'm with that.
So we've been sitting here bullshitting, just getting high.
Getting high.
Legally doing so in the beautiful state of Colorado.
Right.
Lovely afternoon.
Yeah.
Where the hell are we?
We are at the Gypsy Jane event over here, 58th and Washington, the Denver Mart.
Same place where we had the 420 Cup.
Same bet time, huh? Same bet station.
No, have you been here since last night?
Yes.
But
I didn't stay. No, I mean I went home.
What was the crowd like this morning, this afternoon? Because we showed up a little bit late. We showed up right around 4:20.
The crowd was good. The crowd was good. Yeah.
Right now, it looks like it's maybe panning out a little bit, getting ready for the concert.
Getting ready for the concert. Yeah.
Yeah. How did your booth go today? You invited us into your booth. Thank you very much.
No problem. No problem. Booth went well.
Very large booth. What is that? 20 by 20?
20 by 20.
Wow. And right in the center, right when you walk through the gates, you can't miss it. The Dhamma Lifestyle booth, nice purple, white tent. What do you call those officially? Canvas or I don't know. But you'll see the tent right when you walk through the front, right next to the center stage. Come check them out. Well, you got a couple of friends there joining you at the booth.
Yes, we have Blast Cap or Compassionate Blast Cap.
Who's that? Is this young man to my right here?
No, that young man right there is Jared of Vape Goods.
Vape Goods.
Vape Goods, yeah.
So you're sharing the booth with a vape distributor?
Well, Dhamma Lifestyles we market.
Okay.
We promote. So we're here promoting and marketing.
You're in everything.
Clients
got your fingers
True.
seeping through everything. Who else are you with? You got some green shirt fellers over here.
We have Pharmaceuticals sitting in the house. We have Gary's Rec Room.
Okay.
We have Weed Teas.
Okay.
We also have CTI, which is the Cannabis Training Institute.
Who's that?
They are based out of Seattle.
But who's representing that?
Who's representing that? That would be Ramsey.
We gotta make sure to get him over here because that sounds interesting. I want to hear about that.
Yes, you will.
And who else we got?
We have Blast Cap.
Okay.
We have my wife Jill and my son Trevin. And Calliewood.
Where's your son and your wife?
My son Trevin is
this
to
is
your
son right here.
That is my son.
Okay.
That's my wife Jill.
We've already smoked with him then. Hold on. What are you saying, Grill Flounder?
So I was wondering who that all these people back here were.
Yeah, sitting back here hanging out and smoking all the weed and being quiet and
chilling.
Low key. Very good. So you share the family business.
Right. And then we're doing a DAP bus and shuttle service for 3D Cannabis Center.
You're connected to this over here.
Yes.
Well, people have to come check it out. No, they're obviously not going to be able to come check it out live. So are you going to get any pictures or videos of what's going on today?
Yes.
Okay.
Pictures, video.
And they can find that where? Facebook, website?
Facebook and website. Website is DhammaLifestyles.com. And then the Dhamma like page, which will be Dhamma Lifestyle.
Great.
It's the Facebook like page.
I appreciate the invites.
Appreciate you taking the time out and come kick it with us.
Looking forward to talking to everybody that comes through here. And
no
hearing
problem.
their little story.
Let's get Ramsey, Cannabis Training Institute.
Okay.
Let's get him. One hot second.
Do this, Joe. Switch to this side because the mic's with the. Let me turn the mic to this side so it doesn't hit that music. Oh, if the person sits here, well, I guess just stay there. That'll be good. I wish I had a third mic. Damn it. See, I need more funding. I need more sponsors. Hey, if you want to sponsor the Cannabis Community Project, this is a good example. We could have brought you a better quality production of a show.
We only have 2 mics.
But we only got 2 mics. And it wouldn't take much more than a sponsor doing a $30 a month. Hey, welcome our guest, co-producer.
All right.
Associate producer. All right. There you go. Put on the headphones there so you can hear us. It's pretty loud out there.
Yeah, it is.
How you doing?
I'm good.
What's your name?
I'm Ramsey.
Ramsey? Here, we can pound it out. It's all right. Ramsey, you're with the Training Institute, Cannabis Training Institute?
I am with Cannabis Training Institute, that's right.
Nice. What are you representing? Are you their marketing guy, or are you the...
Yeah, that's right, actually. I process most of the customer service stuff, and I'm also the marketing, advertising, social media guy.
You get the horrible task of having to come out to events and hang out all day at cannabis events.
You know, I'm not officially representing the company.
The shirt and tie is one again. That's funny. So how do you know Dama Lifestyle? You're sharing a booth out here today at the event. What's your association?
Yeah, so Troy, the guy who's the main man behind Dama Lifestyle, he called us up and basically he said he really liked what we were doing, specifically because, you know, there's a lot of competition out there for training institutions.
Yeah.
He liked that not only are we online, that we had a very competitive price point compared to all the other people out there, and that our classes are focused more towards business education as opposed to like cultivation, extracts.
So are we literally talking about cannabis training in a 360 sense, where you train people how to grow, you train people how to be administrators, you train people how to be distributors, you train people how to manage patients, the law, the whole deal?
Yes and no. That's exactly right, except for the fact that we don't have any cultivation classes as of yet, but otherwise that's exactly correct.
Why is that? Is there some type of law, regulation?
No, I mean, probably. We have a legal guy in-house to worry about that, but we haven't started yet because we want it to be online, first of all, and we want it to be up to our standards. There's other online cultivation stuff, but we want to really work through it with, you know, an expert cultivator who'd be able to teach the subject as well as he can grow the plants, you know?
Right.
Sometimes you get a big personality who's, they can grow really bomb weed, but maybe they suck at teaching, so or want a huge royalty or something. So we're just trying to balance it out the right way to deliver the best quality product to our learners.
Well, it was inevitable that somebody was going to come along and take a academic standpoint to cannabis. I mean, the way I look at it is cannabis is every single business that exists and then some, because everything that exists could be focused on cannabis. Right?
I agree.
So what's the market share of cannabis? Well, what's the market share of everything that exists now and then some?
That'd be 110%, I believe.
Well, maybe I just scientifically broke 100% rule. There you go.
I think you found it, yeah.
Well, that's I think I've heard of you before. I think I get Google Plus updates, possibly.
Oh, yeah.
From the person who controls the social media. So
that'd be me.
Okay. Well, then maybe we're already connected. You might have, because I'm pretty sure I get updates from a training university, something. I'm almost fairly confident. But that's great. I mean, on my show that we do, the Cannabis Community Project radio show, is all about really just focusing on businesses and entrepreneurs and people who are trying to make a living out of being in this industry. As I said, it's every business that exists now and then some. So somebody that wants to make cannabis their way of life can easily do that, because you can pick any business that exists now and then some.
Completely agree, yeah.
So how did the university get started? What is your direct association? Are you just the marketing guy, or do you have a foundership there? Or?
Yeah, great question. I am just the marketing guy. Our founder, her name is Greta Carter. She is a huge medical cannabis advocate in Washington State, and she actually got her start doing activism in Oakland, and she actually worked at Harborside Health Center and attended Oaksterdam University, and she got certified through, and was just impressed with the way they did it, and just kind of wanted to refine it a little bit.
Replicate that a little bit and bring it to Denver.
To Seattle, actually.
That's where it started, and then came here?
Our headquarters is Seattle, but we are actually national.
Oh, so you're an affiliate then here. Okay, so it's bigger.
I'm from Seattle. I'm out for the weekend.
Oh! Yeah. Okay, hello. Now I get it.
No, it's all
so
good.
I guess that makes sense. You're
to answer a question from earlier, Troy called us up and he wanted to be able to facilitate in-person training and refer people to us here in Denver. So we're working.
Okay, so currently in the Denver area, you cannot acquire a class that is part of your network.
Not in person. Everyone in Denver can still take it online, no problem. But as far as if you want someone to teach you in person who can answer your direct questions, we're still working on that right now.
Now, is this eventually it going to be merged into a accredited university system? Is this going to become the Metro State College course someday?
I'm glad you asked that. I actually can't say too much, but we are working
because of secrecy laws, or
not laws. Just we have something very exciting in the works, and I don't want to.
Company.
I don't want to burst the bubble right here, but essentially, we're working on continuing medical education through the most renowned school in the United States, if not among the top ones.
Wow.
I don't want to say the name, but it is Ivy League, and we will be...
Is it part of one of these MOOC style of educations, these massive online courses that they're... Have you heard that term, the MOOC?
No.
Oh, the MOOC is some of these upper tier schools are creating free online classes where thousands of people are enrolling and supporting, one top tier professor type thing, and they're called MOOCs, these massive online curriculum courses or something like that.
I mean,
it's not a racial slur.
So what'd you call me? That sounds about right. Yeah.
And that's a structure, a business model that becomes very efficient in the sense of obtaining high quality professors and teachers and instructors without the overhead of a university and the ongoing issue of just heavy staff and
yeah, sure.
Okay, so if I was to come to you as a business and say, hey, I want to take your law class, what would something like that entail?
Yeah, good question. So they essentially just go to our website, and there's no prerequisites for that. It doesn't matter what your previous education.
Anybody can sign up.
Anybody can sign up.
What is that website?
It is cannabistraininginstitute.com. Kind of a long URL, but I will say it again, cannabistraininginstitute.com.
Yeah.
I'd like to get cannabis.edu one day. That'd be great.
Well, all that type of marketing stuff comes with payment. I assume you're not a volunteer, correct?
No, I get paid.
So where does the ultimate bottom line come from in an organization such as this?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So we developed our curriculum with Americans for Safe Access. It is not safer. It's not the organization, SAFER, no. ASA, as we call them, ASA. They are, a national medical patient advocacy group. They're very powerful, based out of Washington, D.C., extremely organized. They actually developed the curriculum. So we, for this particular program, it's called ASA CTI, Core Cannabis Training and Certification. We split the profit that comes from that, and of course the rest goes back into operating expenses to where we can, provide that quality of education at the lowest cost.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, why not, right? Because education is what people always say is the basis of truly having a growing populace, right? A middle class that's educated, that can self-suffice.
Absolutely.
So if people want to be around cannabis, why not create an educational academic structure around it? Teachers and professors and instructors,
and it needs to be accessible on top of that.
Administrators and secretaries and the whole deal. People that, technology people streaming classes and putting together online courses. It's an industry like any other, so why not? And as I've always said, if you want to focus on cannabis, do it and do it proudly, right? Do it like anything else. Like if you worked at the bank down the street or the 7-Eleven.
Okay, so you get the certificate, you get registered. Is it part of any kind of certification that you'd need to work in like a dispensary or anything like that?
Yeah, good question. So I know Colorado is more specific. So as far as what we offer right now, it wouldn't be for Colorado specific needs. As far as you need the Marijuana Enforcement Division badge, and I believe there's some other required training that's going on.
Yeah.
We're working on developing Colorado specific classes for compliance. But as far as like the rest of the nation that doesn't have necessarily as good regulatory systems as Colorado, which, I'm from Washington, and I think Colorado's system is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean,
in many ways better than ours.
When you walk down the streets, down an average street here, you can find dispensaries left and right. Centers, as they're officially supposed to be called, you can find them left and right. Is that true in Seattle?
Good question. As far as medical, yeah, those are all over the place, more in certain neighborhoods than others, but recreational, it's still slowly rolling out. The second one in Seattle just opened like this week or something.
Right. Well, that's cool. I mean, it's a cannabis life that's slowly, little by little, pretty much making its way into every bit of life.
Yeah.
And that's what we represent here. I mean, when we did our show, we specifically said we want to focus on the issues that really matter. And the issues that matter are business type issues. So our show, Cannabis Community Project, is about business, and we just happen to focus on cannabis as that business.
It's been great, actually. You know, people seem interested. They're asking a lot of questions. They seem genuinely engaged in what we're doing. You know, even amongst all the cool glass and all the dabbing and all the good stuff going on, they still want to know how they can work in the industry and get education.
Is there people now that you have classes now in Washington, right?
That's right.
So there's individuals taking these classes and graduating these classes.
That's right.
Are they in the industry now, producing, owners of? What's the results?
I'm not sure about Washington State. As far as the rest of the country, I know that we have a lot of potential business owners who submitted, their certificates with their business applications in like Las Vegas and Chicago. A lot of people in Florida that are getting certified. Obviously, they're working on those laws. But for Nevada and Illinois, I've been hearing a lot of success stories from people saying it did help them stand out in the application process and move on to the next step.
Well, there you go. I mean, I'm sure you're going to find just as many people interested because people coming out of high school now, it's expensive to go to college.
Yeah.
And even if the student aid, the student loans, and all the financial aids come in, it's still expensive. You're out of the workforce, you're in school, you're taking on usually debt, and then you come out and you're not really happy with what you're doing. Offering people a trade school option, right? The alternative to the mainstream academia is a way to grab the youth coming out of school when they're interested in still looking for entrepreneurial avenues.
Yeah, entrepreneurial, I completely agree. I was going to say, there are instances like myself, marketing, where you do want to hone a specific skill before going into the industry and stuff. But for someone that has an idea already, an entrepreneurial spirit,
they just need resources. They need resources. They need someone to show them, this is what you do, here's how you do it, here's where you go, blah, blah, blah.
These are the basics, kid,
This is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need dancing skills.
Oh.
Those girls over there have good dancing skills.
Right, we're sitting across from the hookah, what is it, the hookah strip club, or what is it?
Something along those lines.
Find somebody over there, though.
Why don't you get a representative to come speak about that?
Well, what do you think, Girl Flounder? Why don't you take off your shirt or something and dance around? I mean, we want to be low-key. We don't want to necessarily draw attention in that manner because we don't want a crowd. We just want one or two people at a time sitting down in front of the mics and feeling relaxed, right? We don't want a crowd of people around as we're on the mics because then people get all weird and awkward. We're here to basically just be part of the community, nothing more.
Yeah.
Just to be inside reporters of what's going on and to tell people what we see and what we're doing and just to simply be here by name.
Yeah, it's chill. I appreciate that.
I wish I had something to give you. Here, maybe a card.
Oh, I already grabbed one.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Always grabbing cards.
We should have more swag, I think. We should have something. Well, that all comes with, time and money and everything. But.
Thank you.
You need somebody to come teach some classes and teach how to grow. I do some of that a little bit. I do that better than I talk on the mic.
That's a good point. How does your system actually work? Where are you sourcing your growers and your individuals? Where is the hiring process coming from?
Yeah, so it depends on the specific subject. Again, that's why we're taking so long with the cultivation side, because there's a lot of factors going into that. But as far as subject matter experts, we try to find people who... sorry, someone is singing I Got Five on it really loudly. I can hardly concentrate. We try to find subject matter experts who, are qualified in that specific subject. For example, business plan writing, real estate. We try to find people who have gone through those battles already and can teach it in a decent manner. I can hardly hear myself. Can you hear me?
They're singing live over here. I don't know who it is, but we should probably check it.
I can hear you. But hey, man, we had a great time. It was great learning about what you do, and make sure we stay in touch.
Absolutely.
If you're following us, we'll follow you.
Definitely.
And,
thanks for having me.
Be part of the Cannabis Community Project.
Yeah.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you as well. Thank you, sir.
This is Joe Groflounder over here.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
We need more mics. Joe Groflounder, associate producer today, helping produce the show, putting some photos and video up on the Facebook. Follow Cannabis Community Project. Welcome to our own community right here. You can find us every week, every Saturday at 420, CannabisCommunityProject.com, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to online media. Just go to the webpage, CannabisCommunityProject.com.
Nice. Looking forward to it.
Excellent.
Good. Sorry, I got a little floundering around down there.
What is the game plan? We need to know. Trying to figure it out here.
Jill says no.
Says no. Denied again? We've been denied by a few people tonight.
That's okay. Right. We're getting used to it.
Rejection makes you stronger. It makes your skin a little bit thicker.
I understand. Some people just don't want to be out there in front.
Makes the show overall better.
That's why they got us, to be out there in front. Spearhead it.
So what's the game plan here? It's getting dark.
I don't know. Apparently
is there going to be a concert that's going on? Is there going to be...
I think we should get mobile.
Huh?
I think we should get mobile.
Mobile. Okay. Mobile. All right, so here's how it's going to work. All right, co-producer, let me explain it real quick so you know what's going to happen. We have to detach everything except for the cords that come out of the mics and except for the headphone jacks. Everything else can be packed up in the backpack. We'll plug the headphone cords, these big thick ones, straight into this, and the mics straight into this, and then we'll walk around, we'll hold that, and we'll hold the mics in the hand. So the bases and the stands and everything else we can pack back up. Let's do that. We're going to pause the show, and we'll be back right after this.
Thanks for listening to this week's show. Make sure to come back next week. We're going to have more guests lined up, speaking with dispensary owners, growers, business owners. Make sure to follow us on all of the social media, Facebook, Google+. You can listen to our shows live from the website or your preferred listening platform. Find us on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spreaker, even YouTube, all under the same name, CannabisCommunityProject.com. We'll see you next week.